The Seattle Mariners are in absolute free fall right now. It is undeniable. And we're going to talk about this last terrible loss that they just suffered to the Toronto Blue Jays. And quite frankly, they lost this game because the Blue Jays are doing all the things that just a fundamentally correct winning baseball team does. And the Mariners somehow have a better record, but don't really execute those things. And we're going to show all the biggest moments from this game and what's so disappointing about this team. This is a Game Face Sports breakdown. Let's get straight into it. So this first moment here, I want to show everybody. This was the first real chance that the Mariners had to score some runs in this game. It came in the fourth inning. You got runners on first and second. Here you go. Base hit, left field. Unbelievable play by the left fielder here. Gets the ball in quickly. Josh Rojas then gets doubled off at second base. They call him out. And it's not Josh Rojas's fault. Yes, he should have slid into the bag there. That was a mistake. But he got caught in between second and third base because it looked like he might have trapped this ball. And it sounds like the broadcast was saying that the umpire was taking too long to make the call because the umpire was trying to wait and see if he caught it also. So Josh Rojas was stuck out there trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And by the time the umpire finally made the call, it was too late and he made the throw to second base and got him out. Yes, Josh Rojas absolutely should have slid into second base here. Probably would have made it back in time. But that's just one of those moments where you just got to tip your cap. You just got to tip your cap. There's not much you can do about that. That's why outfield defense matters so much. That would have scored runs for sure. That's the equivalent of like hitting a home run for your team, making a play like that. So another perfect example of why the Blue Jays just flatly deserved to win this game. Putting the ball in play, not striking out that much, knowing the situation, understanding, hey, we have a chance to score somebody. I just got to put the ball in play here and we got a chance. And Vlad's going to have the hands and even though it's a lucky hit, he has the ability to not strike out, give himself a chance. He's in a 1-2 count here. He's going to swing at a pitch way off the plate, and he's going to be able to get his hands to it and just kind of poke it out into left field and score another run. It's another perfect example. Little flare shot right out there. That's crazy location for him to hit, by the way. Absolutely a lucky hit, no doubt about it. But that's the difference right there between a team that wins and a team that loses. Getting a little lucky. Putting the bat on the ball at the end of the day. Mariners can't put the bat on the ball most of the time. Flares that out in the left field. And then you got a guy, George Springer, running hard around the bag. Great read the whole way. Pretty good throw into the plate. Can't get him in time. You got good speed on the base paths. Another thing that the Mariners don't have a whole lot of. Not a whole lot of Mariners are scoring out a play like that. Blue Jays have more guys that can. Now we're going to get to my second least favorite part of this game. And just an atrocious play from Mitch Haniger here in right field. You got the bases loaded. There's nobody out. And he's going to get a fly ball that he is running in on the whole way. He gets a good read, puts himself in a good position to make a perfect throw. And he's just going to absolutely sail this mofo over the catcher's head. Here we go. Fly ball. You can't ask for a better spot here. Great read, great jump in a position. And just absolutely like... just guns this thing over his head. And there's nothing ever that you're taught as an outfielder at any level where you're like, obviously sometimes you're going to throw through your cutoff man, but you're taught to throw just like right over the top of the cutoff man's head. That's just basic outfield defense 101. That's not like pro level stuff. That's just like basic. You're throwing it in on a line right over the cutoff man's head so he can choose to cut it off or let it go through and there's a play at the plate. And second, you keep it low like that because you want it to bounce once or twice getting to the catcher. Because it's faster than trying to get it there on the fly if you have a big loop on it. And second, for this reason exactly, you could throw it over his head if you miss him. And at least if you keep it low and on the ground, you have a chance to stop it and not let the runners keep going carouseling on your ass. So just basic stuff like that is just so hard to watch. And that's why outfield defense matters, guys. Like it matters. The Mariners never take it seriously. It costs you runs. And you lost by 1 run in this game. Now we're going to get a play that I'm going to give JP Crawford a pass on. This is a kind of a chopper, hard in between hop play. It's a play he usually makes. It's a play you probably expect him to make. He's been making this play. I'm going to give JP a pass on this. I'm not even going to talk about it. He's a solid defensive player. Not going to give him any crap. Just focus on him at the plate. Mitch Haniger does. I will give him props here. He's going to come through and I think be the only player in this game other than Luke Raley to actually take advantage of a middle location fastball on a hitter's count. This was on, I think, a 2-1 count. And he's going to get the fastball he's probably looking for, and he's actually going to hit it very well and score 3 runs. This is 2 guys on base. Kind of makes up for his terrible throw from the outfield. Home run, left center field. Again, something that they should be doing a lot more of. Look at the location of this pitch. There was a whole lot of this in this game, and there was a whole lot of guys missing that pitch. It's been that all year. So it was great to see somebody finally take advantage of it other than Luke Raley. All right, so now we're going to get what is probably the hardest thing to watch from this game. And I hate to do this. We're just going to look at the pinch hit at bat that Jorge Polanco took here. And we're just going to look at the 3 pitches he swung at. This is on the first pitch. I like that he's being aggressive. He pulls it down the line. That's 97. Good hands to get inside, but that was a ball. That's in off the plate, and he's swinging first pitch at that one. I like him being aggressive, but okay, so he's down 0-1. Then he's going to swing at that one. That's even further in off the plate, and that's not much of a hittable pitch at all. There's very few humans that are probably ever going to be able to hit that. And then we get to the strikeout pitch. He did manage to work a full count up to this point. The balls he didn't swing at were so far off the plate, they weren't necessarily like a tough take. And then he gets this like in between decision, not even a good location pitch, like a little half swing, totally fooled. And look, I'll just say it. I don't think Jorge Polanco deserves an MLB roster spot, not just for the Mariners, but I don't think this guy is an MLB quality player anymore. It sucks. I hate to say it, but I think you could probably find a few guys, quite frankly, in the Mariners farm system right now that can go and give you a better at bat than that and can probably give you better defense than him, especially Ryan Bliss, who is ready to play. I hope they start him every game from here on out. 100% I am out on Jorge Polanco. There has been no point during this season, and I'm serious. I think there's legit been not a single point during this season that Jorge Polanco has looked like an MLB quality player. We're almost at the All-Star break. It's time. We've seen enough. He needs to be off the team. Garver is at least had points this year. The other guy that they acquired who's supposed to be a big-time bat, providing like real value to the team offensively. And at least he has shown at least instances where it's like, okay, I can kind of see it. Not with Polanco. And all of that being said, this is my last thing I want to say about the Mariners and the way they are managing this team right now. Okay, they had a 10-game lead in the division, right? They were up 10. And they decided that they didn't want to try to make any moves to try to help this team right now. And it's costing them. And they're at a point right now where if they don't make any moves and Julio doesn't come back and look like himself, he left the game early, by the way. I'm hoping that that's just going to be like a precaution thing and a one-time 1 or 2 game thing. You have to hope he comes back and looks good. But you just let the team basically give away this buffer that you worked so hard for because you weren't willing to pay probably a little bit of an overpay to get guys right now. And I'm honestly at the point where with this pitching staff, you have to do that. I would honestly rather them trade the entire farm system, like your top 10 prospects, all 10 of them, than not make a move right now and just kind of like let this ride, because this is going to be your best chance to make some noise, maybe for a very long time. And the offense needs help. You got guys that clearly are not ready and they're not playing well. Get some bats in this lineup right now. It has to happen right now. And if you let the Astros get back into this, and for God's sakes, if they take a lead in the division again, and by the way, that's with the Astros getting like every possible pitching injury you possibly can. It just also goes to show how important offense is and the way the game's going. I hate to say it. People love to say pitching is king. I'm not so sure. I'm not really 100% sure on that yet, because it looks like the Astros have a chance to have like the worst pitching staff they've ever had and still win the division because their offense can score runs. That's just the bottom line. They have solid dudes in their lineup that can hit. And I don't want to hear about their back 5 through 9 guys, because their back 5 through 9 guys is better than our top like 4 guys. I don't want to hear that crap anymore. They have offense. We don't. They're making a comeback. They have a chance to take the division. We're absolutely losing our grip on it. Make the trades right now. And I want everyone that watches to this point, please comment. Tell me what you think this team needs to do right now. Changes you think they should make, because it's absolutely like, I think it's panic time. In my opinion, it's panic. Also, if you watch this point, please consider subscribing. I'll be doing baseball breakdowns all year. You guys know that if you've been here. I appreciate every single person that watches. I'm still having a ton of fun, as mad as this team makes me. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you.